To the developing story from Rivers State, where a court has given a judgment now that the 27 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly are actually members of the PDP and of the Assembly. A legal practitioner, Evans Ofeli, joins me on the news for more on this. Mr. Ofeli, before now, all we have heard, is that these members saying they are members of the APC. Can the court grant them a name they do not want to bear?
Well, that is not what the court has done. What the court did was to look at the proceeding of the claimant and the evidence the claimant have put forth before the court to establish their defection. And that they have told the court, the claimant have told the court that by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, these 27 members defected from their political party, that is the PDP, to the APC. And as such, their seat ordinarily ought to be declared vacant, and wanted the court to make a proclamation to that effect. Now, the court, having looked at the evidence, said that there is no evidence or no proof to show that these lawmakers are now members of the APC, that the claimant ought to have furnished the court with the evidence to show same. And in the absence of evidence to that effect, that it cannot be said in the eyes of the law that they have defected, since there's no proof of membership of the APC or anywhere they can find such evidence stated. That is what the court ruled on. But the Attorney General of the state have made also a very important point, that the same case has also been adjudicated elsewhere, and that the court has given a subsisting order that the 27 members should not parade themselves as lawmakers of that state. And when you look at it critically, when you have issues bordering a government institution and an individual, or within government, state government, the court that has jurisdiction actually under the law is the Federal High Court. So this whole controversy hangs on law, on evidence, and the facts of the case on that reference.
All right. I was actually going to talk about, what the Attorney General mentioned, saying that the suit was rather struck out for lack of local standi and jurisdiction, and also for being an abuse of court process. So as it stands, what is the next step? What is the way to resolve this impasse that seems to have stalled the Rivers State Assembly?
Yeah, the expression of the Attorney General of the state as to the suit being struck out, it is until the judgment is seen, because now we were not in court when that judgment was delivered. It was the information that the press released that we got a wind of what has happened. So until that judgment is out, the satisfactory copy of that judgment is out, we will now know the details of that judgment as to what the court actually ruled on. But we had a voice note where the court made certain statements as to the fact that there were no evidence, to the effect that these persons have defected. That what you call defection cannot be what you read on internet or online or in the newspaper or publications. That it goes beyond that. The court is not drawing our attention to the effect that defection cannot be by expression. That it has to be shown beyond just mere expression. So it's a case that is going to be resolved. Either party will look at it. The parties that are not satisfied with what the court has ruled will definitely appeal the judgment until they're able to exhaust their options of appeal.
All right.
That is actually how it is.
All right, Mr. Ofeli, thank you very much for talking to us. Legal practitioner Evans Ofeli, thank you for your time on TVC News at 10.
You're welcome.